over the next couple of days that were of note. And he's like, look, it's going to go this way all the time, and it won't matter who the Lakers are playing. The Blazers are a good team. That's a playoff team from last year. They've had a couple of situations the Lakers have where they've been playing some pretty good teams, and everybody's still laying the money on Los Angeles. They're going to need the other side tonight, and that's probably going to be a similar theme all season.
And this one draws a little heavier than normal action because it is a rival. I mean, the Lakers and Blazers is a rivalry matchup, and that gets the bettors even more excited.
Sure, and of course, the Lakers just went up to Portland and beat them.
Yes, which they don't do a lot.
They never win in Portland, and they played very well down the stretch. In fact, Lakers have now won 5 of their last 6, all of a sudden, very quietly. But within that 5-1 straight-up run, the only loss coming to the Raptors, no shame there, they only covered 2-point spreads, which tells us, it's going to be hard to make money betting the Lakers this year. It's flat out. Look at the point spread records for these two teams so far. Here's Portland, who nobody's paying any attention to, really. They were the number 3 seed in the West last year, and everyone's still talking Houston and all the Blazers keep doing it. They're 10-3 against the number in their first 13 games. Value-laden team, good deep bench, winning games and covering spreads. They lost to the Lakers, though. Lakers, they got a winning record now. They've won 5 of the last 6. There's 4-9 against the spread. So, one team has offered bettors value, the other one hasn't. And looking at this point spread, I don't see that equation has really changed heading into tonight's ball game.
Yeah, paying a premium, especially when they're playing in L.A. and the crowd's really behind them. Also playing in L.A. this week, the Rams. This was supposed to be in Mexico City, but the field has been just completely chewed up by soccer games and concerts, and it's just a disgrace. And shame on the NFL because, they clearly knew that this was the situation a few weeks ago. And if it weren't for the players threatening to boycott the game because of the field condition, I don't think they'd have moved this game to L.A., Teddy.
Well, can you imagine how bad it would look if Gurley, towards ACL or anybody, anybody gets hurt in Mexico City and the league is facing lawsuits and Mexico, it's going to be an international incident. They made the right choice.
Absolutely. But I think it took the threat by the players for them to make that right choice. The NFL hates admitting that they did anything wrong.
Sure, but so what is this? We've heard stuff about the field at Wembley, and we heard stuff about the field in Mexico. Mexico City. What the NFL wants to expand internationally. Their growth model for the future.
Expand someplace where they can maintain a field. That's not too much to ask. This field was actually looked worse than Oakland during baseball season, and that's really saying something. So the game is back in L.A., and Patrick, we anticipated a record over and under in this game, and not only did they set a record, they blew it. They blew it to smithereens. This total is way up there relative to what we've ever seen.
Absolutely. At some places it opened 64. I think the Superbook was one of the shops that opened 64. They're sitting 63.5 right now. Haven't had to do too much with the total yet, but it's very interesting. I'll be interested to see, if this goes up. A point or two, it would be unbelievable.
I don't think it can. Because I think we've discussed this, Teddy. The numbers players, the sharp numbers players, they don't care about the teams. They're auto bet. Yes, they're going to automatically take it on.
You can see it at the books that cater to the sharp bettors already. 62.5. Yep. 63. The 63.5s are already gone.
Now the public's going to come in and hammer the over.
Oh, yeah. At books that cater to recreational players, you'll see 64s and they might hold. But anything higher than 64, the wise guys are going to snag in a second. It won't be there.
The Rams have lost some pizzazz at the windows because they're not covering any spreads. They're winning games. They've only lost the one game, but they're not covering spreads. The Chiefs, well, they didn't cover last week, but they were laying about 800 to Buffalo.
And they almost did on a pick six at
Arizona.
The end of the game.
Yeah, I know.
If you had an Arizona ticket, don't tell me you weren't sweating that late interception.
Couldn't believe it. He could have gone on that one.
Yeah, he could have. You were sweating, you know what.
So the Chiefs, and now you got the Cooper Kupp injury. Look, regardless of where the number is in this game, I think the Chiefs are going to draw the action on Monday, even though they're the dog. I think that just in people's minds, the perception right now is that the Chiefs are still sizzling and that the Rams might be going backwards a little bit.
Rams are money losers. They've covered once in the one point spread covered the last 7 games now, is it?
I think so.
The one against the 49ers. So they've been burning all their backers. So their backers are, eventually your backers leave. I'm surprised by this number. I really am. And when you look at Kansas City's season-long defensive statistics, you're going to go, oh, my God, this defense stinks. When you watch the Chiefs play, you don't say that. Their pass rush has been really good.
Yes,
They're tied number 2 in the NFL in sacks right now, and getting better by the week, and Justin Houston back, and Dee Ford being impactful. The Chiefs' defense has gotten better, and the Rams' defense is getting worse, and the stats don't show that yet. I don't think the 3.5 will hold. Some books are at 4. I have to think there's going to be Kansas City money before kickoff.
Packers and Seahawks on Thursday. This will be a high-volume game. Aaron Rodgers always draws action. The Seahawks, they look good against the Rams last week. They are getting themselves into the chase as far as getting to the playoffs is concerned. And this is going to be a really, really big game in a really, really loud stadium on Thursday night. So what's happening at the betting windows of this one, Patrick?
At this point, you've got kind of a dichotomy going on here, at least at the Superbook. Majority of the money on Seattle, but for the point spread, but a lot of money line on the Packers. And John Murray said that'll be a really popular public play this week. Money line Packers with with getting behind Aaron Rodgers. He's seen good two-way, expects it to continue as good two-way. Seattle's got a pretty good following. He said, we won't have a lopsided decision here. We'll have money both ways.
And this is a legit elimination game.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge
absolutely.
game. Yeah.
The loser here is out. I will say, I
would agree with that.
With 4 wins after 10 games, the loser is out. Whether it's 4, 5, and 1.
The Packers have that tie that could prove to be a bad thing for them.
Exactly. 4 wins if they lose this game. So, it is a legit elimination game in that regard. Seattle's figured out a way to run the football the last couple of weeks, but so has Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his biggest rushing game of the year. These Thursday night road teams, hard for me to get to the window with
tough.
the Thursday. You just when you get on a plane, it's proven to be a real problem. So for me, it's a one-way game. It's Seahawks or Pats.
Same here. And I think I wrote Eagles Chiefs on the rundown. It's Eagles Saints, obviously, on Sunday. And it looks like they can't make the number high enough to scare away New Orleans bettors. And I'll put myself in that group because I played the Saints last week and I played them the week before that. And I'm probably going to play them again here. I'll have to pay the price. But the Saints are that team. They're that team right now. They're on a roll, a big roll. And with their offense, they don't win by a few. I don't know how the Eagles stay with them, to be honest with you. And it looks like the betting market feels the same way, guys.
Yeah, exactly. This was a number at the Superbook. They put it up at 7 before the Eagles Sunday night game against Dallas. And then the Eagles
I had to move it.
Lose against Dallas. They take it down, put it back up Monday morning at 7.5. And John said it was all Saints money, up to 8.5 now. He said, we're going to need the Eagles pretty big in this game. Every teaser and every money line parlay is also going to roll into New Orleans. They're going to be big Philly fans, and they might be disappointed the way that New Orleans is playing.
Well, and one thing, Teddy, is that the Saints right now are starting to look like that team that it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The public's going to come in and bet their money in New Orleans every week, and then they're going to go to the window after the game and pick up their money because they won. There's one team like that every year in the NFL. It's usually been the Patriots. Right now, it's the Saints.
Well, sure. When you get to the point where you've won and covered 7 in a row in the NFL, you get a pretty big betting bandwagon. And that's why, and the Saints are at that point now. And there are a couple of really negative trends that, if you're looking at long-term situational stuff, teams after scoring 50 aren't real good the following week against the spread. Teams after 7 consecutive point spread covers don't have a real strong ATS record in game number 8. And, here's the defending Super Bowl champs off a bad loss at home, playing for their season. And when we look at Philly, how many games has the Eagles lost this year by more than 7 points?
Not many. They've been competitive.
None.
But then you look at them, and I guess this will be the devil's advocate stance.
No.
I mean, they stunk against the Cowboys. They were not good in that football game, and they were at home. National TV game, and Dallas completely outplayed them, in my opinion. I thought from basically the opening portion of that game, boy, Dallas looks like they're going to win this football game, and they eventually did. To me, defending champs, yes, but they're just not anymore. They're not an upper echelon team, right? I can't explain why. I don't think the coaching staff can either.
They don't know why. I can tell them exactly why. Look, John DeFilippo was the brains. He left. Okay, Frank Reich was the brains. He left. A defense that was good last year has been gashed. So the offensive brain's gone and the defensive talent gone.
And Wentz, quite frankly, isn't playing at the same level he did prior to his injury last season. It's not like he's a stiff or anything like that, but I think the Eagles, and he would tell you, we're still waiting for him to get back to his form. It might not happen until next year, as he's coming back from a tough injury, and sometimes it takes a full year to get fully rehabilitated.
Yeah, that being said, this point spread to me looks out of whack with where I have these teams power rated.
That's interesting. My power ratings have the Eagles. I've got like 13 in this game. My power ratings are more volatile than most in the NFL. I go a lot on current form.
Sure, current and New Orleans' current form is insane.
Oh, it
doesn't get better.
Oh
than what
boy,
they have.
Yeah, right now they're the best team in the league. So we'll see how it goes. Fun stuff. What we got coming up? Boy, it's just been amazing. These Joe's Angles. Another winner last night. We'll find out what Ralph Michaels has sent us tonight, and we'll take a look at some. What are we going to do here? Oh, we got Jason Logan coming up, and he's got some interesting NFL trends that we're going to talk about in this next segment.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
MJ Christensen at Boca Park. More than just a store that sells jewelry, Cliff Miller.
Oh, absolutely. We're your one-stop shop. Whatever it is in jewelry that you need, whether it's a repair, appraisal. We've got 4 certified gemologist appraisers on site, so we do most of the appraisals in Las Vegas.
Take your dated heirloom and create something new. MJ Christensen, something for everyone this holiday season. Located at Boca Park. Follow us on Facebook for exclusive offers.
Golfers, save big at Spanish Trail Country Club. Play for free through the rest of the year. Find out how. Call 678-1006. That's 678-1006. At Spanish Trail Country Club, we have 3 versions of 18-hole championship golf. Enjoy dining, drinking, golf, and more. Play for free now through the end of the year. To find out how, call Stan at 678-1006. That's 678-1006.
Yo, it's Steve Cofield. I've got back pain from time to time. The real problem? My feet. They're flattening out. I needed help, so I asked my pals at the Good Feet store for some advice. They talked about the 4 arches of the foot, and they told me my feet need to be exercised on a daily basis so I can avoid that back pain. And the same goes for you if you've got neck or leg pain. At the Good Feet store, the fix is more affordable than ever. Trying their 3-step system can change your life. They'll create a customized solution specifically to fit your needs, activities, and wardrobe. I just hit New Orleans on a 4-day vacation. I walked every day for 8 to 10 hours. I used the Good Feet exercisers and relaxers. I felt great the entire trip. You can feel like that too. Hit the Good Feet store any day, 7 days a week. The personalized fitting is free, and you can even leave the store for a test walk. There's a Good Feet store located across from Palace Station, 2600 West Sahara, and another at 4150 Blue Diamond just west of the Silverton. Take it from me, Steve Cofield. Stop dealing with the pain. Get into the Good Feet store today. The Las Vegas Sports Network is looking for a full-time account executive. Our account executives are responsible for generating and growing business for these sports stations that you love to listen to. If you or someone you know has a passion for sports and would be interested in a position that has unlimited potential, then email your resume to jobs@lvradio.com. Primary responsibilities include cold calling, developing new accounts, copywriting, collections, and meeting sales goals. A high school diploma is required, and a bachelor's degree is preferred. You must have 2 years previous business-to-business outside sales with a track record of meeting aggressive sales goals. Account executive for the Las Vegas Sports Network has the possibility of turning your passion into a career. Do not procrastinate. Email your resume now to jobs@lvradio.com.
This job description does not restrict management the right to assign or reassign duties and responsibilities to this job at any time. All interested candidates, please email cover letter and resume to jobs@lvradio.com. Lotus Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer, MFHB.
Are you aware that over 260 million records containing sensitive information were compromised in just the first 4 months of 2018? Cyber attacks are on the rise, the importance of data security has never been higher, and Ray Morgan Company has the tools to help assure your peace of mind. I would like to extend an invitation to attend our Las Vegas Security and Technology Showcase on November 15th. Security specialists will be on hand demonstrating the latest solutions from HP, Canon, Ricoh, and many more. Come see how Ray Morgan Company's cybersecurity solutions are keeping thousands of businesses' data safe and secure. We look forward to sharing why great organizations like Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, Thomas & Mack Development Group, Las Vegas Paving, and the Raiders have chosen to partner with Ray Morgan Company. Please visit raymorgan.com/events or call 702-854-7101 for more information.